A very good morning to everyone. Miss Rita here. Children, today in geometry of class 9, we'll see the chapter number 5, quadrilaterals, practice set number 5.5. Student, we'll see the important property of midpoint of two sides of a triangle. The line segment joining the midpoint of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and it is half of it. If you see the figure, ABC is a triangle, point P is a midpoint of segment AB and point Q is the midpoint of AC. So here we have the two midpoint P and Q. If we join this point P and Q, we get the segment PQ. As per the given property, the line segment joining the midpoint of any two sides of a triangle is parallel. It means PQ is parallel to BC. And also PQ will be the half of the third side of a triangle, and the third side which is given BC. It means segment PQ is a half of side BC. If PQ we have to find, BC is given 4, so PQ will be half of BC, it means 2. Now let's start with the exercise 5.5. Question number 1. In the figure, point X, Y, Z are the midpoint of the side BC and side AC of a triangle ABC respectively. If side AB is given 5 cm, side AC is given 9 cm and side BC is given 11 cm, then we have to find the length of XY, YZ and XZ. Solution. Point X, Y, Z are the midpoint of segment AB, segment BC and segment AC. So XY will be the half of side AC as per the midpoint theorem. So we will substitute the value of AC is 9. So 2 1 is 2, 2 4.5 is 9. So we get the value of XY is 4.5 centimeter. Same way we will do the YZ. The YZ is the half of segment AB by the midpoint theorem. Substitute the value of AB 5. So half of 5 is how much, student? 2.5. So we get the value of segment YZ is 2.5 centimeter. The third one we have to find XZ. XZ is the half of BC by the midpoint theorem. Substitute the value of BC 11 centimeter. So half of 11 is 5.5. So here we get segment XZ equal to 5.5 centimeter. Understood? Now we'll start the question number 2. In the figure, quadrilateral PQRS and quadrilateral LMNR are rectangles where M is the midpoint of PR. Prove that SL and LR are equal. Second, we have to prove LN is a half of segment SQ. First of all, let in quadrilateral PQRS and quadrilateral LMNR, LM is parallel to SP with the equation number 1. So M is the midpoint of segment PR, that is a given information. So PM is equal to MR is the equation number 2. From first and second we understood that SL is equal to LR. converse of midpoint theorem with the equation number 3. Now angle PSR is 90 degree because all the angle of a quadrilateral is right angle. It means 90 degree. MLR is also 90 degree angle of a rectangle with the equation number 4. Now in triangle PQR, take triangle PQR. From second and fourth, we understand that Rn is also equal to NQ by converse of midpoint theorem. Now take the triangle SQR. So here L is the midpoint of SR and N is the midpoint of RQ, right? So LN, if we join the segment LN, both are the midpoint, so LN is parallel to SQ and LN will be also half of SQ by the midpoint theorem. So here we have proof LN is the half of SQ by midpoint theorem. I hope you have understood. Now we'll start the question number 3. In the figure, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all the sides are equal. A triangle have the 3 sides and all the 3 sides are equal. Point F, D and E are the midpoint of side AB, BC and AC respectively. Show that triangle FED is also equilateral triangle. So first of all, we will write the given information. Then what we have to prove here, student, that triangle FED is an equilateral triangle. Proof. Take the triangle ABC. Equilateral triangle means all the 3 sides equal. So side AB is equal to BC and side BC is equal to side AC. Give the equation number 1. Side of equilateral triangles are congruent. FE, both of the midpoint, FE is the half of BC by midpoint theorem. Give the equation number 2. Same way, FD is the half of AC. Give the equation number 3 by midpoint theorem. DE is the half of AB. With equation number 4, midpoint theorem. So from the first, second, third and fourth, we understood that FE is equal to FD equal to DE. It means the right side of the equation BC, AC and AB are equal. It means FE is equal to FD, FD is equal to DE. Understood? Okay. It means all the 3 sides are equal. So we can say triangle FED is an equilateral triangle. Here we have proved. Now we'll see the question number 4. In the figure, segment PD is an median of a triangle PQR. Point T is the midpoint of PD. Produce QT intersect PR at point M. Show that PM upon PR equal to 1 upon 3. We will do the construction over here. Draw a line passing through the point D such that P, M, N are collinear. Proof. First of all, we will take the triangle PDN. In PDN, point T is the midpoint of PD, that is given information. So segment TM is parallel to segment DN. Point M is midpoint of segment PN. So here we can say PM is equal to MN with the equation number 1. Now we will take the triangle MQR. So here point D is a midpoint of segment QR because it is given PD is median. PD is the median means D is the midpoint of QR. So DN is parallel to QM by construction. So point N is also midpoint of MR. So here we can say MN is equal to NR with the equation number 2. So from first and second we get PM is equal to MN and MN is equal to NR. So all three sides are equal. PM is equal to MN and MN is equal to NR. So PR equal to PM plus MN plus NR, and PM and R collinear. All the points lies on the same line. So PM equal to MN and MN equal to NR. So here we can take PR equal to PM plus PM plus PM. So how many PM we get here? 3 PM. So PR equal to 3 PM. So now, PR will go to the right side, become denominator. 3 will go to the left side, become denominator. So here we get PM upon PR equal to 1 upon 3. Understood? I hope you understood all these sums. Thank you for watching this video.